Well, I've been reading the news a lot lately, and one of the things that I've read about is how Afghanistan's basically falling apart. These terrorists are running around killing other people, anybody pretty much indiscriminately, for what would appear to be religious ideology. And though the thought of religious ideology comes to mind when you think of putting on a suicide vest, of course, that you're going to blow up a whole bunch of people and somehow God's going to want you to come to a place that He grants you infinite everything and gives you the ability to be loved by every single one of His angels. When you put on that bomb vest, do you realize that you're going to just murder everyone, including yourself? The biggest thing here that I have to bring up is that the world is made of money. It's an economy, and the economy is slippery sand on a beach. And sometimes the beach has red sand, and some of the sand is black sand, and sometimes the sand is white sand. Yet all the crystals on the beach are the same crystals. They're all glass. The question then, in my mind, is if all of the sands of the whole world are the same sand, what is it that forces the sand to move on the beach? And there are very few things that force the sand to move. That is the wave of the ocean, and that is the wind, or the footprints of a person walking upon the beach. So if the wave of the ocean moves the sand, then it moves slightly, and it piles itself up in certain areas and creates dunes. And if the wind moves the sand, it can move freely, and it can fly far and land in places where it wouldn't normally go, like your teeth. However, when the sand is moved by the footprint of man, the sand creates a pile around the footprint. And this is what's happening in Afghanistan. Afghanistan has a ton of money in it. My opinion is, and this is a humble opinion, and it's an honest opinion, my opinion is that Afghanistan makes a lot of money on opioids and profits on making drugs. It profits on the transportation of people who are being trafficked, and it profits on the need base of having weapons brought to it. Some countries and some people's footsteps and some people's sand is believed to be greater than that of other people's sand. Maybe they believe it's more pure than other people's sand. And so they believe that their sand belongs in certain sandboxes where it doesn't. And so when they hear things like, oh, there'll be no more protection or no more escorts or no more money coming in to provide safety, it's time for us to ramp up our drills and cause people to believe that God wants them to go murder innocent people. Now, I've read the Quran, and I tell you, I have never seen anywhere in there that says, please go put on a bomb vest, join the United States of America terrorist organization or whoever's paying you to do this and blow yourself up. I just haven't seen it. Now you show me what page it's on. You tell me what book it's from. You start the chapter with, oh, merciful God. You show it to me. But until then, you have not shown me anything. So question who is the manufacturers and the makers of the weapons that are coming into that country. Question who is moving the people through that country. Question who is buying the drugs from that country. And then question why they would not want other countries to leave that country. Why destabilization is so important. There is no economy. There is nothing there. So, 63 people dead at a wedding. They are like pieces of sand to these people who believe that God told them to do that. But let them go tell God. Until you read the book, you do not know what it says. So do not follow people who do not read the book, but tell you what it says, for you will be falsely led. God did not tell you to do this. You are very confused. We should provide for those people the support, the ability to tell us that their families are being held hostage, that their children are being held in encampments, that they owe debts and that they can't get out of them, that they're being forced to do this, because that is the majority of what is happening here. I do not see people running around in any other country screaming, I would like to join God right now. Here is my bomb vest. La bamba, la bamba, la boom. No. It is all about money. God bless God.